Queenie. Hey, Queenie.
How
We
are
are
you?
on
I
Guest
know, I
Live.
love this. This is
I'd like
so
to,
much fun.
yes, I would like to introduce our very special guest, Dr. Sabra Coop. Welcome, Dr. Sabra.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
we
glad to
say
be
this
here.
every time, but when we get our guests scheduled, it's like Doc and I can't wait until the moment gets here because we were thrilled to be able to have you on this schedule. This is so exciting.
Aw.
We're glad you could fit us in because we know you are busy.
Oh, well,
And
it's my honor.
it's our honor too. So let me just start with just real basic. I love this question, but tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into. You're a chiropractor. How you got into chiropractic, maybe, and a little bit about your however much you want to tell us.
Yeah, well, I always start out with a story in high school. It was actually my 16th birthday, and it was a Sunday, and we were in youth group, Sunday school, church, and it was a leadership meeting. And a good friend of mine, they always bring donuts, and my friend was eating a donut, and she all of a sudden looks at me, and she's like, this, and she's choking. And so I automatically have her stand up, and I stand up and I do the Heimlich maneuver on her. And thankfully, she was fine. It was all good. But after that moment, I realized I was like, oh wow, that was a crazy experience to be able to do that. I'd never done the Heimlich maneuver on anyone. I just had read about it, seen it in videos, and I just jumped into action. So after that, I realized I was like, wow, I would love to save more lives,
Wow.
literally. And so I picked the medical field, and my bachelor's is in medical laboratory science, which was totally a God thing too. I didn't think that I wanted to be a nurse, but I knew that I wanted to go further with my medical career. So I worked in a lab for a while, and then I found the chiropractic school here in Kansas City. And I had always gone to chiropractors as a kid growing up and a young adult. I loved getting adjusted and feeling my best. And so when I toured the school, I just knew that this was exactly what I wanted to do because it's very hands on. I'm a very hands on person, and I'm all about preventative and proactive healthcare. And so I started school, and then I also discovered that I could do functional medicine as a chiropractor also. And the crazy thing, and it's totally a God thing, but that entails lab work. So for me, it was just, oh, this is a win-win because of my background in lab testing. That totally clicked with me and I loved it. And just being able to use nutrition and supplements and herbs and things to help your body naturally feel better just made so much sense to me. So that is, in a nutshell, my story of how I found what I'm doing, and I love it. I have so much fun helping people feel better, whether it's musculoskeletal joint pains and muscle pains to internal issues and just feeling their best. So,
That's awesome.
Dr. Sabra, I was wondering, can you tell us a little bit about what functional medicine actually is?
yeah, so it takes a different perspective. We do lab testing like regular doctors, but I also go more in depth with the lab work that I do. So, for instance, I test a lot of more vitamins and nutrients in your body.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
look deeper at, say, if you've got gut issues, if you've got heartburn, the whole ad for Pepto Bismol, heartburn, digestion, or, upset stomach, all that stuff. We look at, what really is causing that, the root cause of an issue. And when you fix the root cause, you feel a lot better. And then you don't end up needing to be on medication for your symptoms. And so we do food sensitivity testing. We look at, we test the stool that's coming from your gut, look at really what's going on internally. I do a lot of hormone work with women, and that's probably one of my favorite aspects. Because I'm really passionate about women's health and helping
Absolutely.
women. Yeah. So really, and then from there, the treatment is, it's different because instead of using prescription medications, which there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you absolutely need it. But instead, we look at your diet, the foods you're eating, your environment that you're in, and we look at things that can help benefit and heal your body faster. So that's vitamins, herbs, anything more natural, you name it. I like to use that. And so that's really what functional medicine is, looking at the root cause and helping people with more of a natural perspective.
Well, and I think it's a great thing that then you add the chiropractic, because that also aligns people's bodies and gets their nervous system working properly. It's a double win-win, really, when you think about it.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
fantastic. And Dr. Sabra, I don't know if you know this, but I like networking. And
Uh-huh.
so I remember the very first time I met you, and you had walked into an event, and you and I almost got the entire hour and a half to ourselves, and I got to know so much about you, and I was so thrilled. And then I invited you to our WIN group, Women in Networking Connecting for Christ, to be one of our speakers, and instantly the ladies just absolutely loved you. And it was just very fun to see everybody. I want to meet her.
Oh,
That was so great.
yes, I love WIN. I've missed WIN this year.
Oh my gosh, haven't we all? That is so true. Do you do a lot of networking now? Are you filled up time-wise scheduling, or do you still have time to network?
I haven't done as much networking this year. I've been pretty busy, staying pretty busy this whole year. So besides, of course, March and April, but
Gosh.
because of that, I haven't really had a lot of time to network and everything. But I've been so thankful that I've been busy because I love what I'm doing. So
And that makes a difference. I mean, that really makes a difference to people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Do you have any plans for your career future? Are you going to be adding anything extra to everything that you do?
Oh, so eventually I want to take the acupuncture courses. I don't know when I will do that. It's been a little bit weird this year with things being virtual versus in person, and I would much more enjoy it being in person for that, especially since we'll practice on each other. So hopefully in the next 5 years, I definitely want to do that more.
For those people that aren't familiar with acupuncture, can you kind of give just like a little short summary of what and how that works into what you do?
Yeah, so
I need to know if those needles hurt.
No, they don't.
Well, they shouldn't.
Just don't look.
Yeah, they shouldn't hurt.
No.
Acupuncture it's a very broad practice, really. There's so many different types of classes, I guess, that you could say acupuncture fits into. But the two things that I would use it for, one is you can use it for muscles and rehabbing muscles that way. So that's a little bit different. We call it dry needling. And basically for all of acupuncture, you use needles and you stick them in your body through the skin to help, whether it's your nervous system work better or muscles, or really it helps with a lot of different symptoms. It's a very old
It's been
practice.
around for thousands of years.
Yeah. Works great for women in labor, needing to start labor, and they're like, they want to try something different. Works great for chronic muscle pain. It works great for a lot of different things. I know people have used it for Parkinson's.
Oh my.
And a lot of other,
it's kind of like what you do already with your functional medicine and your chiropractic together. It addresses many different areas.
Yeah. It's just another little aspect to it. Yeah. So there's so much to learn with it. So I'm excited to do that at some point.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've got a new class to put into your spare time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the things that we always share, and the part that kills us every time, is the fact of how fast this time goes when we're together. What is the best way? Where are you located with your office? Do you do any trainings online? How can people actually reach the one and only Dr. Sabra Coop?
Yeah, so I am located currently at near Oak Park Mall.
Okay.
I'm actually in the Bank Midwest building. So the street you see over here, that's 95th, going by the mall. But the next year, I might be changing my location.
Okay.
It just depends on a few different factors that is not fully complete yet, but
Okay.
we'll see. So
So
but
stay tuned, right?
I know it'll still be really close to where I am located right now. So no major changes for patients needing to travel to come see me.
Cool.
You can find me. My website is just my name, drsabracoop.com, and you can click on appointments or new patient. There's a little tab, and it takes you directly to my scheduling online. You can email me, which is my name. I like to keep it all the same, so it's easy.
Good. Yeah.
drsabracoop@gmail.com. That's how a lot of people like to get a hold of me, because sometimes phone tag can get a little hard. You just back and forth. But yeah, so let's see.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet is your Facebook page. What is the name of your chiropractic business?
Oh yeah, so my practice is Renew Chiropractic and Functional Medicine. So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we are thrilled that you were able to take some time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's always great to see your lovely faces.
Yeah, we have been
likewise.
The Zoom and Brady Bunch, and this whole thing is like, oh my gosh. We've been calling it Groundhog Year, but you're right. At least we get to see each other this way. So I'm grateful for technology. So Doc is home, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you again, Dr. Sabra. It's been an honor to have you with us today. And thank you for everybody on Facebook Live that's watching on the Doc and Queenie Guest Live. We will have a pop-up next week for Guest Live, and then join us Monday, December 21st at for our next Doc and Queenie Live. So thank you again, Dr. Sabra. Everybody, thank you for joining us, and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.